what is the best way for you to feed your dog? In this video, we will go over the main approaches that dog owners take in what I view to be the best approach as a professional dog trainer. The easiest and arguably the most dangerous form of feeding is called free feeding. This is where you leave out food for your dog 24/7 and he can choose when and how much he wants to eat. There is no structure involved, no training opportunities. The food essentially just completely belongs to him. There is a small percentage of dogs that isn't negatively affected by this approach, but what we see way too often is dogs that suffer from being overweight, and they do suffer, dogs that become extremely picky with their food, and dogs that start showing aggression around their food if they feel like they need to protect it. Needless to say, free feeding is not what I would recommend to most dog owners. The most common approach to feeding is having scheduled meal times throughout the day, typically in the morning and in the evening. What most dog owners do in this case is they prepare the food, they set the bowl down, and just let their dog eat. Again, not much structure or training, but it is a much better and safer alternative to free feeding. Before I share what I view to be the best way to feed your dog, let me know down in the comments how you do it. I'd like to hear your approach and whether or not you decide to try something new after this. So what my absolute favorite feeding approach is to use your dog's love of food as a tool to help shape behaviors, to teach boundaries, to work up patience in your dog, and to cultivate a bond between you. This approach even lets us feed our dog's entire meal during a training session. You can measure out your dog's regular meal, pour it into your treat pouch, and then use 1 or 2 pieces of kibble at a time, especially if you're working on something that requires lots of repetition. Not only will this help you get in the reps required to establish a lesson that you're teaching, but it also will cut down on the amount of treats you'll be giving your dog throughout the day. There's a lot of structure introduced with this method, and you can exercise your dog while you're at it. And if you don't have the time to use every meal this way, you can make it a habit of using just 1 meal per day as a training session. Or you can use half of the measured kibble for training and feed the rest in the bowl. Really any combination that works for you and your dog. I recommend this approach to most dog owners, but especially for those of you that are raising a puppy. You'll find that the work is totally worth it. Check out the channel Active Self-Protection for valuable lessons and self-defense and awareness, linked below. And feel free to follow Master Dog Training on social media, also linked below, to see dogs we work with and other valuable posts. Thank you so much for watching. Happy training. God bless.